So if you're listening to this one, you probably have $1 million idea, or you want to know, do I have $1 million idea? I don't know. I don't know if you know. I don't know if any of us could know, but I know this. In marketing, we're often told to solve a problem, right? We're told that if we want to get somebody to buy something, we're told that if we want to get someone to buy something, we have to recognize the fundamental problem someone is having and go in and solve it. Easiest example, I'm stealing from Seth Godin because I just watched one of his keynotes on YouTube. Guy walks into a pharmacy, right? He buys headache medicine because he has a migraine. The migraine is his problem. Easy enough, yeah? Okay, so as storytellers, as artists and writers, what is the problem we're solving? Lots of answers here. You might say, I'm solving the problem of boredom. Someone doesn't have something to do. They might read a book. Okay. Someone more bold might say, I'm solving the problem of giving humanity the best story ever. I've been that guy. Heck, I'm still that guy. I've got a huge ego. Anyway, nothing wrong with the answer. And in fact, however you define the problem that you're solving as an artist, I'm going to tell you why it doesn't matter. I'm going to throw you a little curveball because that's not only how I write stories, it's also how I write scripts for my videos. So, you're solving a problem people don't have, right? Let me say it again. You're solving a problem people don't have. And that might be a little in your face, but here's why. They already have their favorite show. They already watch something they're way more into than your series, whatever it may be, or the idea in your head, whatever it may be. They've already got stuff they're into. They're already huge fans spending tons of money on some other property that they love way more than whatever it is you've got cooking in your head, right? Now, unlike someone who has a problem marketing a product, you as a creator have two distinct advantages. Number one, as an artist, your biggest product is your story, and your story can be told at a low cost to you if you want it to be, since we have the internet now. You can write it, you can draw it, you can show it to people for free, except the cost of time it takes you to make it. And I understand that isn't negligible, but I'll get into that later. This is so huge. If you wanted to tell a story, you probably had to write a book, send it to publishers, hope to get a deal, and be lucky enough to score one only so your story could get into people's hands, right? Publishers had a high cost of entry because they wanted to be assured that the story they were going to get from you would move books, right? They wanted to move those books because it cost a ton of money to print them. Those days are over, friends. If you want to tell a story today, you go online. The end. The second advantage you have is this. Your customer's problem isn't something that's solved by someone else's art. Let me say it again. There's still room for you. Unlike the guy buying the migraine medicine to fix his headache, the guy tuning into a different fantasy show isn't cured of I want a good story, right? He's still got the I want a good story problem. If anything, he's excited for more of the same because he knows what he likes. If you have something that scratches that itch for him even a little, then you have a high chance of him liking your stuff as much as the thing he's already watching and adding it to his list of favorite IPs, right? Not nudging anybody else out. He's just making more room for you. There's tons of room. Tons of people willing to read your stuff, and there's not really a competitive nature to this, so get that out of your head. I don't know why so many people have this scarcity mindset when it comes to storytelling. It just does not exist, especially this day and age. So anyway, you got your problem. You're solving the problem of boredom. You're solving the problem of the best story ever not existing until you came along, right? Whatever it is, you've decided the problem is, the solution is the same, and the solution is pretty simple. You need three things: quality, completion, and patience. As usual, when I say quality, I don't mean perfection. I mean putting in your 10,000 hours to assure you're doing a good and something you are happy with. And again, this is really the backbone of all of this. You're an artist, right? Why are you doing something you're not happy with? If that's you and you're giving an honest look at your work and saying, I can see every problem and this isn't good enough, then go back and fix it, man. That's it. Go fix it. But remember, perfection is the enemy of our second need, completion. Get it to this is really good, okay? Get it to this is really good. You don't need to get it to this is perfect, because that's a moving target. By the time you're done making it perfect, you'll have noticed more imperfections. You'll never get it done. Get it to "This is really good." Because if you're good and your story has an end, you're worlds ahead of what's done of the story is perfect, but it's still being worked on. If you're really good and your story has an end, you're going to get noticed. And that brings us to the last need, patience. Read my lips. Even if your story is really good and has an end, it's going to take time for people to notice it. But they will. You get a really good story in the hands of enough people, they're going to talk. And they're going to tell their friends, and their friends will tell their friends, and their friends will tell their friends, and yada, 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 so on and so forth. Here we go back to our advantages. Remember advantage number 1. Your story can be told at low cost, so the people who read the story can tell their friends to go buy it right on the internet, right? Even better if it's free and they can just go read it for free. Awesome, outstanding. The fact that your comic costs no money to buy should mean nothing to you if 10,000 people are reading it, right? If 100,000 people are behind you, right? Could you imagine 1 million people behind you? If you have 1 million people behind you reading your book, even if it's free, I guarantee a few of them will want a print edition of a really good book with an ending for $19.95. Some of them might want a t-shirt with their favorite character on it. Quite a few might want both, or original art from you, or a signature if you want to charge for those. Now you're doing just what those other guys were doing, right? Your supposed competition, except not really your competition, because market share for stories doesn't work the same as market share for headache medicine. Alright, I just lost some of you. What is market share? Market share is the amount of market control by product, right? Simple enough. So if your market is headache medicine, the one in the yellow box might sell 90% of the products that people buy for headaches. The one in the blue box only will therefore sell 10%, right? It's not easy to translate such things when it comes to art, right? If I'm the comic with the yellow cover, the same people buying mine might also buy the comic with the blue cover, right? It's totally different, and it's not the same. So your supposed competition is not really your competition. Don't make something fast and cheap. We all see through the people who have AI crank something out in 1 minute, they slap their name on it, they throw some Photoshop cover on it that also AI probably made, and they sling it on Amazon, right? And then they wonder why it's not selling. Because it's a hard sell. It's, I understand money motivates, most of us, and that's fine. But putting a prompt into ChatGPT is hardly inspiring, right? Let's be honest here. You're not Walmart, guys. You're an artist. Make something at a reasonable pace, but make it really good. That's art. That's what you probably want to do anyway, right? I mean, if 10 years is going to pass, what are you going to be doing, right? You want to be throwing prompts into ChatGPT? Is that fulfilling you? I mean, if it is, go for it. But you're probably making something because you want to, because you enjoy the process, right? So enjoy the process. Make it really cool. Make it really good, right? If you're making something because this will probably sell, then you're making it for the wrong reason. Don't find something to sell to someone. Find someone's buying what you want to make. Make it of good quality. Give it a conclusion. Be patient. That's all it takes to start, guys. That's it. Will you get $1 million out of it? I don't know. But I know that if you have those 3 things, that is a very, very good way to get it. All right. Talk to you later. Have a great afternoon.